This movie is about Iris Simpkins, a column editor in London, and Amanda Woods, owner of a movie trailers production company in Los Angeles. It starts with Iris narrating different kinds of love: explicit but failed love, simply lost love, just for one night love, and the most cruelest kind, unrequited love. Iris is desperately still in love with Jasper Bloom for over 3 years. Even though he cheated on her, she was unable to get over him and tried staying friends with him, continued to help him with his writing and talking with him over hours on call, occasional lunches. In the last working night at office before the Christmas holiday, Iris got to know that Jasper is engaged to the other woman. Unable to bear the pain of officially losing Jasper to some woman, Iris returns to her cottage weeping. Across the globe, over 6,000 miles apart, Amanda Woods finds that her live-in sweetheart Ethan has cheated on her with his 24-year-old secretary. Ethan complains that she can be the only woman in the whole world who doesn't bother to even shed a tear while breaking up and leave her place. Amanda felt that she needs a vacation to get rid of this tiresome work stress and her recent breakup blues. While browsing, she happens to come across the vacation rental site on which Iris had recently posted about her fairy tale English cottage in Surrey. Amanda contacts Iris regarding the same. On the other hand, weeping Iris also agrees to it, but only if Amanda is fine with home exchange for 2 weeks, swapping houses, cars, etc. Amanda was intrigued and quickly agrees to swap homes. Iris enjoys Amanda's Los Angeles luxury home, whereas Amanda felt let down and regret her decision in swapping because the expected cozy English cottage is rather slower, much quieter than she prefers in Surrey. Amanda is exhausted with this boredom in just a few hours of her arrival, and books a trip back to LA for the following day. At night, Amanda got startled of someone knocking the door. She opened to see a drunk yet handsome guy, Graham, who informed that he knocked at the door at the thought of his sister Iris opening it. Once Amanda explains about the home swap, Graham requests Amanda to let him stay this night, as he has been drinking at the bar and doesn't have any desire to drive anymore. With little talks and flirting, they slept together. Graham receives calls from Sophie and Olivia in the morning, which made Amanda think that Graham could be a womanizer. Graham remembered Amanda mentioning that she wants to return to LA and informs that he will be having dinner with his friends at the pub, in case if the flight gets cancelled. At airport, Amanda decides to stay and goes directly to the pub. Amanda and Graham drinks far too much that night. Graham wanted to go to lunch with her to get to know more about Amanda. At lunch, Graham got to know that Amanda's parents are divorced when she was 15, and since then she has been unable to cry. They both enjoyed each other's company. Though Amanda liked this, she feels more cautious and concerned if this relationship will become complicated, as well, and tries to maintain a distance with Graham. Meanwhile, Iris embraces her home swap vacation, especially the stay at Amanda's house. She meets Ethan's friend Miles along with his girlfriend Maggie, who came to Amanda's house. After a while, she finds an old man, Arthur Abbott, standing lost. She offers to help him by taking him back to his home. There, she discovers that Arthur was a script writer during the Hollywood pastimes. They become friends. Arthur indicates Iris's behavior towards Jasper is not going to match her strong personality. He also suggests strong female leads movies for her to watch, with the expectation of her procuring what he always calls initiative. Amanda eventually avoided Graham, but once she's alone in that cottage, she thought of surprising Graham at his house. Graham looks extremely nervous when he opened the door to see Amanda. Graham informs Amanda that he is not alone. Amanda is shocked and relieved to find out that Olivia and Sophie are Graham's daughters, and whispered to Graham if he is divorced. He says that he's a widower and his wife died 2 years ago. Amanda questioned why he had not mentioned about his daughters during their lunch. Graham explains about his confusion on how to date and be a dad at the same time. Seeing Amanda's bond with his daughters, Graham got a conclusion that he and Amanda can never have just a casual relationship anymore. Iris figures out that the Screenwriters Guild needs to toss a great festival in Arthur's honor, however he is hesitant to go because of multiple factors, considering the main factor that he cannot walk without his walker on stage and does not want to embarrass himself. However, Iris forces him to go and promises to help him prepare to attend the award function. Meanwhile, Jasper tries to get in touch with her multiple times because he needs her help with his book writing. Iris agrees to check that but couldn't do so since she's busy with preparing Ortha for the ceremony. Iris and Miles have gradually become good friends. At video store, Miles and Iris went to rent some movies and songs that Arthur had recommended. He sees his girlfriend Maggie in the arms of another guy. Miles is shocked and realizes that she has betrayed him. Both Iris and Miles came back to Amanda's house, where they talk about their inclinations to succumb to individuals that they know are off base for them, and they grow nearer for it. They are both single and start to get to know one another. However, at lunch, Miles receives Maggie's call. She said that she wants to see him. Miles leaves, but promises Iris that he will come to Arthur's award ceremony. Iris also returned to Amanda's house and shocked to see Jasper there. Even though she is touched at first, she finally broke up with him for good after knowing the fact that Jasper is still engaged. Maggie tries to convince Miles to forgive her. But Miles knew that Maggie was never meant for him, and he can never trust her again. He also breaks up with her and hurries to attend the award ceremony. Both Iris and Arthur arrived at the award ceremony and are very pleased to find the hall filled with people applauding for his achievements. Suddenly, they hear the song that Miles wrote especially for Arthur, which eventually gave him the confidence to walk onto the stage by himself. Miles returns and asks Iris for a date, to which she responded she would love to spend the evening with Miles at London. Miles felt relieved and happy for his date at London on New Year's Eve. Graham also confesses to Amanda about his real feelings towards her on the night before she is scheduled to return to LA. Amanda concluded that a long-distance relationship can never work. However, when she's in her cab to the airport, she finally was able to shed the tears as she's unable to bear the pain of leaving Graham and returns to the cottage to see Graham also crying. Amanda decided to stay until New Year's Eve with Graham. As New Year's approaches, Iris and Miles return to London to celebrate with Amanda, Graham, and his daughters. They all enjoyed their evening with very special date, with much deeper and meaningful bond filled with laughs and dances. This rom-com captures the intertwining journeys of love, friendship, and self-discovery across continents.